Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, or good morning rather, and welcome to the Ipswich Indoor Sports Centre for our continuing 2023 Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships Finals Series. I'm your host, Cameron Walter, and I begin today by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we will compete today, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders here today. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the U16 Girls Grand Final. Please join me first in congratulating the umpire who will stand in that match, Daniel Marshall. And introducing first, led out by their captain, Bella Stevens, and New South Wales. And their opponent, led out by their captain, Charlotte Toohey, Western Australia. And our best wishes and good luck to both sides ahead of the big dance. Ladies and gentlemen, here in the venue, if you are able, please be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem. Always a sensational moment in Australian sport. I've said it before and I will say that every time, ladies and gentlemen. The Australian National Anthem ahead of this, the Under-16 Girls National Final between Western Australia and New South Wales. If you've just joined us, I'm Cameron Walter, and joining me in commentary, Alex Flores. Looking forward to a fantastic game here.
Certainly am, Cam. Thanks for having me, guys. This will be great.
I'll take you through the two lineups, starting with New South Wales, who will be batting first. They're captained by Bella Stevens. With her, Laura Augustine, Amelia Dan, Madison Eddy, Lily Hreshchuk, Kayla Robson, Isabella Boyd and Ebony Winston. The Western Australia side, they're captained by Charlotte Toohey. Joining her, Tegan Williamson, Alison Healy, Abby Mills, Emerson Richards, Stephanie Spadaro, Mahalia Upton and Ishmeet Kaur. The umpire for the match is Daniel Marshall. These two sides have met twice throughout the tournament. The first time, pretty tight game, 9 runs separating the two sides. New South Wales running away the victors. Then the second time, WA a big win there, 134-89. But importantly, between WA and New South Wales and Victoria, who finished third, just 2 points on the ladder. WA edging ahead by virtue of winning one more skin than New South Wales, so booked their spot straight in the final. New South Wales had to do it the hard way and get ahead of Victoria last night in the prelim. So they've played that one more game, but I think all of these signs leading to a close final.
Definitely. I think New South Wales started very fast at the start of the tournament, whereas WA have kind of worked their way up and have gotten really good later in the week, so this will be a great game.
So Hreshchuk and Winston at the crease for New South Wales. Richards has the ball for Western Australia. The umpire signals play and the Under-16 Girls Final starts now. A chance off the first ball. Just casual return. They'll bank 2 to get the scoring underway. New South Wales have, we'll just see this delivery. It's a wide one. 5 players, 100 plus runs for the tournament, including Hereshchuk, who's at the crease. She's got 107 at 12. The biggest run scorer, Amelia Dan, we'll see later on, 173 at 19. So clearly a side capable of scoring big runs, Alex.
They certainly are. The New South Wales team, they're very smart with the way they bat, though. They don't just go out and just try and smash everything. They'll wait for the ball that's in their area and they'll put it away, and they try to face as very few dots as possible.
Oh, playing across the line, and Richards strikes off a 4th ball, bowling Hereshchuk, and that's the start WA wanted. How good is it to get a wicket in the first over when you're bowling? 2 left. I'll tuck it around the corner, just bottom edge. Stays in the batter's box. 1 ball left in this opening over now. It'll be 2 dots to finish, so they'll start the second over on 3rd ball, having only scored 1 off the first, so it's advantage Western Australia early in this innings. Richards was who bowled that over, and she bowled a great over. There's 4 other bowlers that are, you would consider statistically at least the strike bowlers for WA. Mahalia Upton, 11 wickets for her. The skipper Charlotte Too with 10. Healy and Cow with 9 each. So plenty of options with the ball here to counteract the big scoring New South Wales side.
Yeah, this Western Australian team have a lot of strike bowlers there. They're very persistent with their plan, and they're going to be trying to hit the stumps for most of the part of this innings.
Here's Healy, it's 3rd ball, and she throws it right up, and they run anyway, and they've given up a wicket. It's not the best awareness there from Hereshchuk. She just set off. But I tell you what else was missing was the big no from Winston. That was clear that ball was going to be wide, if not a no ball. Immediate call of no, send her back. Instead, it's a 2nd wicket early in the 2nd over.
I think Western Australia got away with one there. In saying that, they did execute that quite well with the field.
Now the under-16 girls is a new division. I suppose theoretically all 3 of them are new, but this perhaps the successor to the 15s, which last year Western Australia were the winners, the champions. So a number of the players from that side competing in the under-16s here today. So in many respects probably considered the defending champions.
Yeah, definitely. As I said earlier, they've started their week a little bit slow, but they're playing the tournament exactly how you want to, getting better every game. And as we saw in the last few days of round games, they were just absolutely clinical.
It's a leg side. Brings the score back to 0. Two balls remain. It's a no ball over waist height, plus the runs. Much needed 4 runs there. Just a small issue with the scoreboard here, the umpire doing the tidying up. Okay, so 1 ball remains now. We're ready to get back underway. Final ball for Healy. This 2nd over. And 2 runs through the leg side region there for Hereshchuk to complete the over. So fairly even contest so far between bat and ball. This will be Abby Millis now. Fools tried to sweep it backward of square.
I like the way that New South Wales have gone about this after losing a few wickets early. They're not trying to make up for it. They're just waiting for that ball and just hitting their side nets and doing what they need to do.
Full. Almost a run out there at the keeper's end. Will be 2. Pushed wide of the crease there. And just moving away as it did so, it went past the wide line. So 3 runs, 2 of them in fact. Thrown right up, pushed into the offside net for 2. Keep the scoreboard rebuilding, to your point after that earlier wicket. Another extra. A couple of them creeping into the game now. That's 2, 4, 6, 8 in the last 8 deliveries. It's up but safe. 2 runs to finish. 11 runs for that over. A much better one for New South Wales as they build nicely towards 25 plus here. Just focus in on those extras for a second. They've actually bowled 10 runs worth of extras already, just 3 overs into the game. That's almost like having a third batter in this partnership.
Definitely, and I think especially when they've taken wickets, unfortunately they've just let the New South Wales batters off with bowling those extras. So I think especially now being the last over of the batting pair, where they can be re-bowled, they'll need to be a little bit tighter.
Here's Cower to complete the partnership. Again, 9 wickets to her name, so a strike option here for WA. Through for 2. It's just full just outside of off stump there. Gentle shape away. Gets another dot for WA. Again, that's a carbon copy. Control C, Control V. It'll be 3rd ball. Got to bowl the same again, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. If you're beating someone outside the off stump, there's no need to change it on 3rd ball.
Score has to change. A little straighter that time. And Hreshchuk able to get it to the net for 2. And 1 ball remains now. Oh, it's through to the backcourt for 4. A misfield there from Western Australia, and the New South Wales bats get to 25 despite the loss of 2 wickets in the first 7 balls of the innings. That's a great fight back from New South Wales, and WA, they've let them off there.
They certainly have. That was a very good start from Western Australia, but what New South Wales did well there is they knew they just had to keep building, wait for that ball, and they were lucky enough there to get away with the misfield. Gets them to 25, and it's a pretty even start, I'd say.
Absolutely right. With Kayla Robson and Isabella Boyd now at the crease for New South Wales, folks. It's the Under-16 Girls Grand Final between New South Wales and Western Australia. Thanks for joining us right around the country as we continue our coverage of the 2023 Indoor Cricket National Championships. This is the juniors section, the final component of what's been a long fortnight. Cameron Walter with me is Alex Floros. And, well, the early stages, as you say, it's fairly evenly poised, which is what we like to see. We always want to see a contest go deep into the last few overs of the second innings. And we've got all the hallmarks of that now. Again, Robson and Boyd at the crease. Tegan Williamson will bowl for Western Australia.
This will be a very good test here for the New South Wales batters. Williamson likes to bowl leg spin, bowls quick through the air, spins it both ways, a long way. So this will be very difficult for the New South Wales batters to navigate.
It's up. Fall safe. Statement of intent already for Robson. She'll play through the V.
Certainly will. She likes hitting through the ball, and I think that's what she needs to continue to do. I know sometimes in a final you might think, oh, maybe I shouldn't play my natural game or I shouldn't hit through the ball. But if that is the way you need to do it, that's the way you need to play.
Dot ball to Boyd. Tell you what, Alex, the Mancad's on here. It's the ACT boy in me, but the Mancad well and truly on. Have a look at this. Oh, she stayed that time. She would have got me. She's foxed me. Boyd through for a single. It hits the stumps, and the best part about that was the three-line fielder, Millis, was back here to collect that ball after it hit the stumps. So there's no possibility of an extra run there, which you often see if the return throw comes and there's nothing doing. No ball off the pitch. Advances, driven straight to the fielder. And misfields it into the side net for three to complete a good start there for this second pairing for New South Wales. 8 runs off the over. I think we're going to see plenty more of that. It'd be interesting to see how WA position their field, knowing that Robson in particular is going to be driving the ball, looking to play through the V. Now they've already got their field in the backcourt slightly deep. Perhaps some adjustments in the front court as well are in order here. Spadaro is going to bowl over number 6. Driven straight to Cower. Oh, with a little underarm flick wide of the stumps, and Robson through for a single.
I think as well the Western Australian bowling attack might want to think about going a little bit shorter, top of the stumps length, instead of that full length, because it looks like she can drive the ball quite well.
Need to be clean there off the net to affect a wicket. Instead it's 2. Left alone, inside the line. A lot of young bats, particularly come from outdoor, are concerned about, well, I can't reach that, so it's a wide. Well, in indoor, it's about the line, it's not about the reach. Driven up, it falls safe. Again, to your point, probably need to shorten her up here.
Yeah, just a touch shorter than that. I don't mind it, if it's not short, but if you get it full and so you can get on the front foot and get over the ball, that's where it's going to be dangerous.
That one was wide. That's 14 runs worth of extras so far. Make that 16 to complete the over. 10 runs off it. And yeah, look, I have to focus in on it. 16 runs in extras after 6 overs. That's got to worry the WA side. They can't be leaking that many runs.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've seen this with the girls that I've been coaching, the under-16. We had some games where we bowled plenty of wides and keeping teams, to 80 or 100. So as you said here, they've had 16 runs in wides and they're only on 43. So if you tighten that up, it also gives you a chance to take a wicket.
Yeah.
but also give you a chance to bowl a dot or not give them 2 free runs. So,
well, yeah, I mean, you assume over 16, so that's 8 balls. Maybe half of them go for a single, a couple of them go for a 2, a couple of them are dots. 10 runs difference.
Definitely.
Yep. The captain, Charlotte Toohey, is going to bowl the 7th. And gets sent to the back net for 7. Robson does not mind that one. A short and wide. The unusual action from Toohey. Robson was ready for 7 of the final. Oh, this is up. Will it be taken? Oh, dropped. They're tough to take in close to the net there, Alex. Oh, especially 2 nets in the corner. A good effort there in the front court, but they get away with it, New South Wales, in 1 run.
Western Australia will be very disappointed in that, especially after going for a 7.
Oh, she's overcommitted. Fortunately, the throw was high. Needed to be on the money. Advances this time, doesn't quite get to the pitch of it, but does find the net for 2. Yeah, it certainly is an unusual action for Toohey. It's almost bowling from behind the head. Looks like the action will come from the other side of the head, but just straightens up at the end. So, slightly different angle and not quite where the batter is used to the ball coming out when a bowler bowls.
Definitely, and I think that last ball, as well as the first one that went for 7, was wide outside the off stump, and at that pace it was easy for them to hit, but when during the weeks he's been tightening girls up and bowling at the body, and that's where it's hard to get over the ball. Yeah,
and there was a couple of instances of that in that over as well, where she was on that line, and one was almost a catch, another was almost a run out. So clear areas to bowl to as Mahalia Upton, the leading wicket taker for Western Australia, starts. Straight back down the pitch, it'll be a single to Robson. This pair race to 33. Still with 5 balls to come. Oh, that ball absolutely died off the pitch. I think it's getting worse, Alex. That last game, the Under-14 Boys Grand Final, is probably 15 balls that did it. That ball just does it again.
Boyd, probably lucky that wasn't on the stumps.
Yeah, that's right. Chases leg side. Doesn't get anything on it, so it remains 1, and they have the ball again and get the runs. Oh. Dragged her out of a crease. It was wide. A stumping opportunity, I have to say, would have taken an unbelievable piece of keeping to do it. Straight back to the fielder, and Robson's running on contact and getting away with it at the moment.
Certainly, she hits the ball quite hard, so I think she's hoping that she's hit it hard enough that the fielders are going to misfield it.
Yeah.
But dangerous. Well, it's a good ball.
A good ball it is, but again, New South Wales through for a single. Move to 41. 2 balls to come. It's a clever shot from Robson. It wasn't the length that she could drive, so she just shows she's got all the tricks. She can play a down-up shot. Didn't find the net, but another single to New South Wales. They moved to 42 with a ball to come. Happy with a dot ball there to finish with 42 runs on the board, 29 of them from the bat of Kayla Robson. That is a fantastic partnership there for New South Wales. And, well, WA will have to find some answers. Thanks again for joining us, folks. It's the Under-16 Girls national final between Western Australia and New South Wales, and Cameron Walter alongside Alex Floros. What a start for New South Wales, particularly on the back of that second pair.
That was very, very good batting. They just waited for that bad ball and put it away, which is exactly what you need to do. And I think Boyd really did her job there. She just got off strike when she needed to and let Robson come through and just whack that ball when she needed to. So that's very good batting from New South Wales. They've set a good platform here. 67 after 2 pairs. That's, I reckon, above average of what they were hoping for. And I think if you asked if they'd take that at the start of the game, they would take it with both hands. So WA have a big job to do.
Well, Laura Augustine at the crease with Amelia Dan, who I said at the top of the game has got 173 at 19. So following up a partnership of 42 with the batter of that calibre at the crease, WA could be staring down the barrel of a big run chase here. Be interested to see how they try and counteract it. Riches will bowl her second over. And into the corner.
I really like the New South Wales have put these two in now. And they're going to really try and take the game on instead of let WA in potentially and give them a sniff, and then these two come out with no momentum. So I like the idea.
Short and wide outside, off stump. Augustine unable to get bat on it. Doesn't get across. Just a bit of a late movement away. Leg side, and a great call. It was tight in the end, but that's great awareness there from Dan. They get the leg side and the run.
I think Augustine here will play similar Roy to Boyd in the second batting pair. Just do your job, just get off strike. Not saying that she can't whack it, but with firepower at the other end.
And the side net there in the front court for 2. It's funny, Williamson in fielding that ball flung herself into the net. Some of the New South Wales supporters just moving slightly backwards out of the danger zone. 2 to come. Oh, she's through. She's trying to play across the line, and Riches, the second time in the game, has bowled the New South Wales bat. And they need that wicket. It's good bowling from Riches. As I said, a second wicket in the match, in the final.
WA really need to take that with both hands and run with this wicket. I think they need to try and get another one in the next over or so.
There's a chance at the top, needed to hit. Felt like there was an eternity to hit the stumps there. Instead it's 2 runs, 3 runs off the over. Riches finishes with figures of 2 for 4. And New South Wales losing that wicket, but again, still a positive over. Still moving forward. They're on 70 after 9. Charlotte Tui is not going to bowl. She's in the scorebook, but she's just come up to receive. It's going to be Tegan Williamson instead. Big leg break. Fair delivery, just spinning past that wide line after the crease. Oh, it's up and it's past. It's hit the side net first, and it'll be 4 runs to Augustine. Took a risk, got the reward. Backing away, Amelia Dan looking to give herself some room to send it to the back court. Ended up playing over the top. Oh, edged. Jen probably could have left that. And because she ran at it, she's out of the crease and not a no ball either. It's turned an extra into a 3rd ball situation now. flatter and quicker through the air, that one. And Dan responds. To me, that's an example of changing what's been successful. The two balls that are slower and flighted up, spinning away, was a quicker, flatter, more of a top spinner or a wrong un, and third ball seen off. There's the wrong un. That's a well bowled over, but a bit of a let off there. One went to the back. The third ball situation not converted. 5 runs for New South Wales.
I think New South Wales will be pretty happy with this batting pair so far. Losing that wicket, plus facing 2 pretty good overs, still being on 8. So if they can just keep this momentum moving forward, and see if they can get this batting pair to 20 plus.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say they could put a huge total on the board.
Yeah, it's disheartening when you're the bowling team and you do bowl those 2 good overs and think, yeah, we're right in the game here, and they still get 8 runs off you. Alison Healy to bowl now. Oh, that'll go for 7. Lays it to the back net. Not a lot of height for Amelia Dan, but didn't really need it. It was going that quick. And a full toss dispatched. Trying to play across the line there, Augustine. Play it behind square. It'll be a dot. Yeah, again, this time outside off, but same deal, trying to play it onto the onside. And it will be third ball. Can WA convert? Critical after that 7. No, they can't. Augustine playing more or less exactly the same shot as the previous delivery. This time it was just a little straighter, so she is able to get away with playing across the line, finds the net for 2. Some more extras. Driven again to the back net for 5. Amelia Dan is making a statement here. That's 14 runs off her bat, or with a no ball there as well, and a 16-run 11th over. It's incredible batting. They absorbed the pressure of those first 2 overs. They lost that wicket, fought their way back to 8, and then to put on 16 and 24 with an over to play. That's big batting.
It's a huge over from Dan. I think she's batted really smart. She's batted well. They bowled good balls. She just nudged it into the net for 2, or 1 if she had to, and get off strike. And then when they bowled a bad ball, she hit it to the back net. It's great batting. WA
have gone to a strike bowler here in Mahalia Upton, looking to try and take a wicket. And again, Dan sends it to the back court. The diving effort from Williamson here at the back saves the run and keeps it to 3. Oh, this is a chance, but falls behind the keeper. It's an edge down up over the keeper's head. That is absolute fortune for New South Wales. Yeah, that's another example of what you were saying there, Alex. The ball wasn't quite there to drive, so she just almost flat batted it, dead batted it rather, back down the court for a single.
Yeah, it's really good batting. I think sometimes you'll see when you're hitting the ball really well, you just want to keep hitting it.
Yeah.
But the other team are allowed to bowl good balls.
Yeah.
And I think, again, she's calling really well. That could have just been a no call, stayed the other end. But she's called Augustine through and got herself back on strike with 2 deliveries to come. So we'll see what this ball holds.
Gave herself some room. Thought the back net might have been in danger again there, but adjusted well, turned it into an on drive. And another 2 to Dan with one ball remaining in the partnership. New South Wales on 99. Oh, that's out, surely. How is the rest of the team not appealing for that? That is out. Stone cold LBW, folks. In indoor cricket, all it needs to do is go on and hit the stumps. That ball shaping away from the right-hander doesn't offer a shot. That is textbook LBW, and only one WA fielder appealed. Am I wrong?
No, not wrong at all. I'm in disbelief.
I can't believe that. Stone cold LBW and let go. And that needed a big appeal, that did. But in the end, it's a dot ball. 32 runs for that partnership. And New South Wales sitting pretty on 99 in the Under-16 Girls Grand Final. Batting first. You'd take 99 after 3 pairs any day of the week. Important, though, for New South Wales that they finish strong. They've got Madison Eddy and Bella Stevens, the captain now at the crease. Both have 100 plus for the week. So it's another strong partnership. Bella Stevens 103 at 13, Madison Eddy 148 at 17. So together they average 30. Another partnership like that, this will be a big total of chase.
Yeah, they've batted well all week, these two, and I think New South Wales are very fortunate to have so many good batting pairs, or so many good batters, so many good players, as do all the other teams, but they've just got consistently good batting pairs that are scoring 30 plus. So for a batting pair to come out averaging 30 plus when you're already on 100, huge.
Another little opportunity in the front court. Just already from the first couple of balls that I've watched, to me, I'd immediately be putting another fielder over here. Both these two look to want to play on the onside. The bowler is certainly bowling in that line. As I say that, it's outside off. And beaten outside off too.
I think something that I always say to all the kids that I coach as well, and all the teams that I've been a part of, is you want to be setting a field to good bowling.
Yes,
I don't
definitely.
think that ball was where she wanted to bowl.
Correct.
So even though it was outside off, you want to be setting a field to good bowling. At least there, she's only missing by a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas if she gets it right and they get off strike, well, there's no point in bowling where you want to.
Yep. Look, I couldn't agree more. And these you don't see necessarily the strategic fielding in the younger age groups. They are still young, still learning the game. But that, hopefully, this experience, by the time they start playing opens, they will have that experience and know okay, what is our plan here? We're trying to bowl to the legs. They like playing on the onside. Let's get 2 fielders over there. And then it's a case of, okay, are we executing that plan? We're getting there 90% of the time. Great, let's stick to this. Oh, maybe we're not. I'm struggling to get it. Let's revert to the orthodox field. I'll put it on outside of off and we'll see how we go.
Definitely, and I think as well, even if they eggs one on the offside for 2, they're still egging it.
Yeah.
Whereas on the onside, if they're still hitting it out of the middle and making it through easy, it's a massive confidence booster for them.
Millis, the bowler. That didn't come out of the hand well, and it's a no ball off the pitch. Cower bowled that previous over 8 runs off it. Another good one for New South Wales. They're 109 now. Well, there's some more extras. $30 runs in extras so far. That's a whole other partnership.
Certainly is. Just takes the pressure off as well.
And look, trust me, I'm very experienced at not being able to hit a cricket ball. If you are out there a bit nervous, maybe struggling to get the ball away, face a couple of dots, you get 3 or 4 extras to your score, your own score, there's a chance it falls safe. That takes all that pressure off, and suddenly you're hitting the ball a little better, you're seeing it better, the calling's better. It's such a big impact beyond the score.
It certainly does, and I think as well, when you face a dot, you almost feel that your job then is just to get off strike so you're not getting yourself on a 3rd ball. When they keep releasing the pressure by bowling extras, it makes it easier for you to go, yep, that was a good ball, I'm going to take a dot.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting maybe a wide, or they're not going to bowl the ball in the same spot. So there's a lot of other things that come into it as well.
Close to being over the waist. It's played into the net for 2 though. 12 runs Another great over. These two well and truly on their way now. 20 on the board with 2 overs to come. And WA staring down the barrel of a big run chase here. It's important they try and find a couple of wickets in these last few overs, Alex.
Yeah, I think so. I watched Western Australia bat in their game against the ACT a few days ago, and it was an absolute clinic. I haven't seen a girls team bat as well as they did, so that I know they can chase whatever is put on the board, but this is all about momentum now, and I think they don't want this to go out to 140, because it doesn't matter how good a batting team you are, 140 is enormous.
The problem with chasing 140 is your margin for error is so small. You lose 2, 3, 4 wickets in the innings, 140 becomes 160, and they're just tough to chase. Here's Tui, the penultimate over of the innings. Well, they've turned a leg side there into a single. Again, a little bit of inexperience there, you'd think. Yeah, that's a clear leg side. They've chased it, edged it, and they've lost a run.
Still unsure why Western Australia don't have 2 on the leg side here.
Yeah.
Seems like they're, even if it's just for a bit of indecision in the batter's mind, whereas if you just rock back and know you can paddle it around the corner, easy off strike. When you've already got 120 on the board, doing that.
Yeah, 3 balls in a row.
Yeah.
And even if they move the fielder over and that forces the New South Wales bats to maybe try and back away and hit it through point, you're creating so many other avenues to get them out there. Could glove it in the air, you might bowl them. Then here they have done it. They've got 2 on the legs. It's up in the air and it'll be out straight away. It changes the result, and there's a much needed wicket for Western Australia. The key thing there is they haven't taken a wicket for a while. It was back in the 9th over with Emerson Richards bowling Laura Augustine, but they were ready for that catch. It was a pretty easy catch, but judged it well, and they made sure of it. Oh, and again, 2 with 2 balls. The field change, slightly fuller deliveries for Tui, and hasn't the complexion of this innings changed just in the space of 2 deliveries? They're back to 113. We were just talking about 140, 2 minutes ago? That's off the cards now. That's
massive from Western Australia. I think that slight field change, they haven't changed much with their bowling, but it's now making the New South Wales batters change what they're trying to do, and it's brought 2 wickets.
Chance again. Oh, I tell you what, if that flick hit. So -4 off the over. A great over there from the captain. And Spadaro will bowl the last over. The score on 115. And just 6 huge deliveries here. 2 wickets in the previous over. Can WA produce something like that again? And maybe the score's back less than 110. Driven, a chance, must hit. The instinct there for Cower to flick from that position. As years go by, you'll probably find that she takes that with a more closed towards the net stance and can turn and throw rather than rely on the flick. That's well wide, that one.
We're talking about extras, how many they've bowled, and unfortunately in the last over of each batting pair. Oh, it's even worse, isn't it? Re-bowled ball as well.
Yeah. Oh, she goes through her. Spadaro bowls Eddie, follows up a wide with a wicket. And again, WA fight back late in this innings. 140 was on the cards not that long ago for New South Wales. They're still looking at 120. It's not going to be easy, but WA have done exactly what they needed to do here and really peg back the scoring and keep this to something they'll feel a lot more comfortable chasing. And does the wicket with a leg side. Notice WA coaching staff chatting to, there's another one, oh no. Chatting to the bowlers and the fielders just about every ball. Now, that's clearly worked for them throughout the week because they're here in the grand final. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I would feel about that as a bowler.
I'd be interested to know how much it happened during the week.
Yeah.
Because I know that, as I've been saying throughout the broadcast today, when it gets to finals, everyone thinks they need to do a little bit more than they need to.
That's right.
So I'm not saying they're doing the wrong thing, but I'd be interested to know how much has changed, and if it is the right thing to do.
Yeah. 3 to come. It's inside the line. It'll be a dot. And, some players, me personally, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to be spoken to. I know what my plan is, leave me alone. But other players probably do like that, encouragement, support, a bit of direction. So it's horses for courses type situation. 2 balls remain. That's up, and it falls safe.
Yeah, onto that point as well, I think coming from the Open Men's last week, we all have a pretty good plan, and we all have individual plans as well. We go out and do it. If there's something that our coach really needs to tell us, he'll tell us. But other than that, it's kind of just go do your thing. But then this week, when I've been here with the juniors, it is a bit more encouragement, continually telling them what needs to happen. But again, I don't think it needs to be every ball, but just continually
staying in touch.
Yeah, definitely.
121 on the board, batting first for New South Wales. Folks, it's the under-16 girls national final between them and the Western Australians. And it's all set up here for a thrilling run chase. If WA are going to get that, it's going to be an exciting finish indeed. As we come to you live from the Ipswich Indoor Sports Centre, the 2023 Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships rapidly approaching its conclusion. There's still plenty more action to come from Ipswich. Coming up next from 1:30 p.m. local time in around about an hour and a quarter's time, it's the under-16 boys grand final. At 3:30, the under-18 girls, and at 5:30, the under-18 boys. All 3 of those games, Queensland versus Western Australia. WA, of course, in all 6 grand finals today. Queensland won the first one, the under-14 girls. WA, however, won the 14 boys the game prior to this. What an achievement for WA to feature in every final.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's good to see what's happening over at the West. They're continually producing fantastic indoor cricketers and outdoor cricketers for that matter. So something's going right over there. Yeah,
I was over at WA Cricket not that long ago, and they had a staff meeting that I joined in on. And Christina Matthews, the CEO of WA Cricket, a former Australian player herself, and quite a character. She's a brilliant administrator and servant of the game, but was going through all of the successes they've had this season over there. And, there's something in the water there, mate. WA producing a lot of stars, and results is the key. So impressive stuff for WA, and that's being reflected in the indoor cricket as well. But maybe New South Wales will have something to say about that with 121 on the board. That's going to take some doing. You're telling us about how clinical a batting side Western Australia have been. Alison Healy, 156 at 22. There's some big runs. 133 at 19 from Mahalia Upton. 120 at 17 for Tegan Williamson, the captain. 110 at 15. Probably all 8 batters capable of getting to this total. How do they go about chasing this down?
Well, as you said, Cam, there's been some big runs, and as I was saying earlier, they're doing well at the right time. They're building, and now they've been really good late in the week, which is what you want. You don't want to go too hard too early, and you don't want to be going up and then coming back down. They've been going up and up and up, and I think Tegan Williamson opening the batting here, you'll see some fantastic indoor cricket shots, and they'll be really smart about this. They'll just hit the ball up. They play some really good down and up shots, this Western Australian team, so I think they'll be sweating on that short ball, and then when it's full, they'll try and hit through the ball, get themselves down the other end, and I think if they can get to anything around 25 plus here, will be a huge start for WA.
So Williamson it is with Cower. They have the job of opening. Reshchuk will open the bowling for New South Wales, and we're back in action. And it's 2 runs to Williamson. Reshchuk, the leading wicket taker for New South Wales, so you can see why she's opening. As Isabella Boyd, she's got 11. A few others with 9, Augustine Robson and the captain Bella Stevens. So plenty of options with a ball for New South Wales as they look to defend this. And a dot for Cower. Cow had eyes for the back net there. I'm not sure you need that on the third ball of the innings. Cleared the front foot, and it'll be third ball now. The score has to change. Right in on the legs, full length. Gets some bat on it, it gets through for a single. 2 to come. That's a great ball, but great awareness there from Cower to call Williamson through. Left alone, she was looking at the umpire. The ball spilled into the vacant point region. There's a single there. Great call.
Very good batting. Very good call.
What that did is it avoided a situation where, to your point earlier, you take a dot and you think, I've got to score for the next ball. I have to avoid a third ball situation, all of that. And it rotated the strike. So that's just a little moment early in this game that shows they're switched on. 6 runs off the first over there for WA.
I think as well as a bowler, you bowl a good ball exactly where you want, and they get off strike without even playing a shot. It's
nightmare.
Yeah, it's not what you want.
Winston to bowl the second over now. Starts wide outside off stump. Cow gets across, but it was just a perfect width just inside that line. It'll be a dot ball. Driven into the back court for 4 runs. Looks to me like you can't overpitch and be too straight to Cow. She's going to send you into the back court.
That's a really good cricket shot, though. That wasn't a
slog.
Clear your front foot and swing as hard as you can. That was a really good cricket shot.
Followed up with a wire from Williamson. That's good adjustment too. I think that ball got a little bit bigger on her than she thought and just adjusted her position to guide it through point for 2. Through for a single. Rotating the strike nicely, these two. 1 ball remains. So crucial for WA. They get off to a good start. They're doing that so far. And another single. 10 runs off the over. An excellent one for Western Australia. 1 dot in it, 1 back net shot. And lots of strike rotation. 16 after 2. Looking good.
Very good batting for Western Australia there. Even though they hit that back net, as I said before, it was a good cricket shot.
Yeah.
Waited for that ball in her area, punched it to the back net, and Williamson is just putting that ball up on the wire, getting through when she needs to. When it's on her legs, she's just working it around the corner. So this is a very good start from Western Australia. I don't think New South will be too unhappy with this, though. They're not far away from taking a wicket.
And Isabella Boyd, who has 11 wickets, a strike bowler. She is to Cow. Deflection off the fielder. Yeah, this will be a really interesting over. That's great use of the feet from Cow to get to the pitch of that ball and get bat on it. Oh, that was a catch, and fielder has gone for the catch off the bat. Now, part of me wants to think the reaction should have been, I'll go low and wait for the catch off the net. Give yourself the extra half second. How are you going to make that decision in that time?
Definitely, especially when you're that close. It's the first
instinct.
First instinct is always just go for the ball.
Yeah.
Again, when you're that close, especially with that big backswing that Williamson has, you're a bit worried they're going to smash it at you as well. So you're on the back foot and throwing your hands up. So it was a missed chance, but it was a very tough one.
And again, Cower using her feet and had to adjust, but adjusts well and gets a run through backward point. It's, again, effective use of the feet and effective calling. That was a single. They've run again, turned it into two. These two are just switched on. The decision-making has been perfect.
I think this is good for New South Wales as well, bowling the slower bowler to Williams. She likes it when it's quicker so she can get over the ball and hit it into the ground. Whereas this is just a bit of indecision here. It's a pretty good shot. And again, because of the good running before.
Oh, they've tried to steal a run again, just as we're giving them raps for their decision-making, and they've lost a wicket. Gee, we were starting to wrap up the over. I just can't believe that. It would have been 10 runs off the over. That's a 7-run turnaround, and instead of that, it's 3. Just as we were giving them raps for their decision-making, that's just a little bit greedy. They just did not need to do that, Alex.
Not at all, especially after taking that run earlier, whacking a 2 to the wire. Absolutely no need at all for that. That's an absolute gift for New South Wales.
The captain, Bella Stevens, will bowl the final over to the partnership. Just over pitched, driven into the front court net for 2.
Here the New South Wales coach on the side, just telling everyone to slow down. Everyone just take a breath.
And don't let the occasion get the better of you. There's an opportunity. Doesn't let go of it. You've got to have a ping at the stumps there, don't you?
Definitely. I think you pick that up and hit. It's out.
Yeah. And her opposite number was backing her up, and we know that WA have been looking to steal runs. So I'd have a go at that.
Definitely. And that's the thing, knowing that your other fielders are doing their job when they're not getting the ball gives you every chance to do that. There was no need to not throw that.
Yeah. 2 balls remain. It's into the corner for a single. A single to finish for that partnership, 28 on the board. That is exactly the start they needed, but it could have been even better after a silly run out. But 28 in pursuit of 122. They're in the game here, Western Australia. The under, I was going to say 14s, the under 16 girls national final. It's going to be a thrilling finish, folks, to this division.
It'll be interesting to see how much that run out does affect the outcome of the game, because as you said, it was a 2 that was then turned into a run out, so that's a 7-run turnaround. If they didn't do that and they were on 35 walking out, huge difference.
No, absolutely.
So we'll see how these two batters go. They won't want to make up for it, but they will want to just continue what they've been doing, hitting the ball hard, waiting for that bad ball and putting it away.
A long sideline conference with the coach here in New South Wales.
Looks like someone's getting some treatment.
Yeah, they're using that time to discuss how they're going to continue this defence with the WA skipper Charlotte Tui at the crease, Stephanie Spadaro at the other end. With that previous pair just slightly behind par, that puts a little bit of pressure now on this pair. I mean, it's still 25 plus, you said before, it's a good start, but it is a little bit behind par. Amelia Dan to bowl. And the captain's away with 2.
I think as well, New South Wales won't be too disheartened by that start. I think they bowled well and they made the WA batters play good cricket shots, which is what you want. If they're gonna hit 30, you want them to hit a good 30, not just bowl, not bowling where you want to and letting them get away with it. So
yeah. Well, just the one extra bowled in that pair. So, I mean, that's the other element. It'll be interesting to see what the different, at the end of the day, if the margin is 15, 20 runs and there's been 30 odd in extras in the first innings.
Yeah.
Ouch. Again, a good call.
Yeah, I really like the WA batters that they're doing that. I think using that vacant corner, and I think as well, if Western Australia, even New South Wales, had 2 on the leg side and the ball went into the offside corner, they're still going to run there as well.
Yeah.
So that's good batting.
It's a little bit shorter than and at the body than Tui was expecting. Still managed to bunt a 2 there and hit her bat on the way through. Yeah, why? We just got 2. Happy days.
Exactly what you need.
Yeah. Oh, it's hit the stumps and Tui's been run out at the keeper's end. That's just something from nothing. There's probably a run there all day, and gee, it would have been tight. We're just looking at the instant replay here that we have available to us, and here it is. You'll have a look at it now. Still looked out. Big wicket there early in this second pair. They're all big wickets. They're all crucial overs. Every ball matters. One to come. Oh, straight to the fielder. They've turned it into a wicket. 2 in 2 balls. That is brilliant fielding. The ball's been hit solidly at her. She reacted, gathered the ball cleanly, got it back to the keeper, and New South Wales has struck twice to finish the Amelia Dan over. What a great piece of fielding.
That was fantastic. What she did well there, she didn't panic. It hit her, got hit very hard, but not panicking, just getting that ball and getting it to the stumps and finishing the play. That is an amazing effort in the front court.
And that's exactly her job. What's interesting to me, just seeing that vision back again, when the ball got hit to her, she actually wasn't flinching. She was trying to catch it. And that hit her, reacted well, affected the run, had a great piece of work. In the front court there, Madison Eddy, I believe it was, the vice captain of the side. WA under pressure now. Here's Kayla Robson. Deflection for 2. See, I'd be alleging that she kicked that into the net. And maybe that's just me from being a vindictive men's player. Two to Spadaro now. Yeah, I'm fascinated to see how the rest of this partnership unfolds, having lost those 2 wickets. It looks, early signs are that they're not going to panic, which is great. But, if there's the ball to hit, they're going to hit it. And they do. The skipper sends it into the back court for 4.
I'd be interested to know if the New South Wales coach said anything to the New South Wales girls about getting that ball and hitting the stumps, because since that second, after the first pair, it looks like they've just been getting the ball and just trying to hit the stumps, which has been great to see. Whereas we saw in the first pair, they were a bit hesitant to throw it or not in case they ran a 2.
Yeah.
Whereas this batting pair, they've just got the ball clean and just tried to hit the stumps. Interesting field change here to move the guards back.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyone that's watched or listened to me commentate before knows that I hate defensive fields. Certainly at this point in the game, New South Wales are ahead. Why would you defend?
Definitely, yeah.
Keep attacking.
Yeah, especially with 120 on the board, wickets are key.
Yeah.
Or wickets and dots. So letting them get away with one, even if you can squirt that just past the halfway point for 3, you can do that a few times and over. That's a massive over.
Yeah, and they're going to do that more often than a deep fielder is going to save a 5.
Definitely.
So, again, I've said before, I say again, it's about what value you're going to get from your fielding setup. So 11 runs off the Robson over. Here's Laura Augustine. Oh, close to being over the waist. Augustine's got 9 wickets and has them on 3rd ball now. An opportunity again for New South Wales. Well weighted there from Spadaro. Just tucked it around the corner there through square leg. But just forward a square leg for 2.
Interested to know the idea of having your first fielder on the leg side in the front court very square. So they're really opening that area up.
Oh, that was almost a catch. I cannot believe that. That would have just been. It looks like it's just out of the vision for you. Hreshchuk moved across and just stuck her right arm out, and if she'd held it, it would have been a catch. Instead, she saves 4. Well, saves a single. It's 3 in the book. Oh, playing with fire, Western Australia. I can't believe that. Still 2 balls to come. Yeah, it's a wide delivery. Advanced again, check the shot. Through point for 2. Another good over for Western Australia as they fight back in this pair. 11 runs from it. They're at 17 on the board and staying in the game. One over to come in the partnership. Just feel like it's on a knife's edge here. Someone's about to break the game open for either side.
Definitely Western Australia have some seriously good batters to come, so they want to make sure they give them an opportunity to shine and to get them close to this total.
Madison Eddy, vice captain for New South Wales, is going to bowl the 8th over of the innings to get us through to the halfway mark of this run chase. 2 fielders on the legs of the WA captain. Punch through that gap there for 2. All of the front court field quite square. The 2 fielders on the legs quite square. The fielder on the offside is almost a cover point position. So inviting the drive. Certainly bowling the length to be driven. Oh, that flick would have been out. It's wide of the stumps. Spadaro home for a single. Oh, that's good hands. Still finds the net though. Thought she'd knocked it down to the point where it bounced away from the net, but it's 3. Pair, 23 with 3 to come. Beaten. Important dot. Straight to the fielder, a chance. Had to hit. Could have gone to either end there. Final ball of the partnership. Oh. They get through an aggressive call after the edge. Take a single off the last ball and 8 runs off the final over. An important fight back there to get to 25 for that partnership and advance the score to 53. So there's 69 runs away with 8 overs remaining in the under-16 Girls Grand Final, live from the Ipswich Indoor Sports Centre. It's New South Wales up against WA, again with Western Australia needing 69 runs off the final 8 overs. I'm Cameron Walter, and with me is Alex Floros. It's a 35 a pair. It's going to take some doing, but in your view, this batting lineup capable of getting it?
Definitely they are. I think New South Wales will need to just try and bowl, celebrate dots and ones. I know I keep saying it and I keep saying it, but it's what needs to happen. Dots and ones are huge here, but if you're in the WA shoes, getting this to the last skin or the last batting pair is going to be huge. And I think if they can do that, they're right in this.
Riches and Millis at the court, on the court for WA. Hreshchuk gets us back underway. Richards away with a single, Millis away with a 2.
I'm interested in this decision. I would have probably gone with batting these two last and putting the final two batters in this batting pair. They've scored bulk runs all tournament, and I think putting them in now and making sure it goes to the last batting pair, I think would be a better option. I'm not saying these two can't do it, but in my opinion, if I'm in the WA camp, I'm batting my best two batters now, making sure that it does go to the last batting pair, because we don't want to see them need 60 or 450 even in the last batting pair, and then that's almost impossible.
Yeah, too many to get. Yeah, I agree. It's premiership quarter. You've got to try and win the game here, or stay in the game here. So it's Healy and Upton that'll be batting last. And just see a wide there to finish the over. 10 runs from it. A good start for these two. Yeah, Upton 133 at 19. Healy 156 at 22. Talk about bulk runs. There's a 40 partnership right there.
Yeah, on Thursday, Healy and Upton hitting 47 in the last batting pair, which is just incredible batting. And I'm not saying that they can't do that, but you'd love to see them come in now and hit 40 and then really making it a contest for that last batting pair. So if you give them too much, they're going to have to make something happen. In saying that, these two can bat.
I think you said at the top that the whole lineup's a really good batting side. And, in not sending out Upton and Healy now, they're really backing Richards and Millis to keep them in the game, to get them to the point where they're not chasing 50. If they get 30, then they're chasing 40. So they've hit 47. So even if they only get 25, it's still game on.
Yeah, either way, I think this will be game on.
Chance again. Eddie hits. Oh, they're home.
She's been very good in the front court all game.
Yeah. Winston with 3 balls remaining. Oh, played on. Winston does the job. Richards was looking for the big drive, trying to send that into the back corner here, and pays the price. And this is the danger that WA find themselves in now, with 69 runs needed from the final 8 overs, is wickets hurt all the more.
Definitely, I think if she had her time again, she would have tried to hit that to the offside corner, not the leg side corner. Just playing across the line really isn't the right ball when that's just outside the off stump.
So 2 balls remain now. Oh, there's a half a chance there for Eddie. Dropped quickly though. It'll be 2. 1 to come. Pushing the gap, brings Eddie into the game again. The ball following her around, that'll be 2. 5 runs off the over thanks to that wicket. The partnership has moved to 15. That's halfway to probably where they need to be at a minimum.
Yeah, I don't think this bowling plan is bad at all. I think bowling that fuller and wider plan and getting them to hit through cover, getting Eddie in the game, I think is really working. She's been incredible in the field. If they can just hit the stumps and make those half chances out, it is absolutely going to be in their favour.
Isabella Boyd to bowl her second over, created a run out in her first. Oh, again. That's what, the 3rd or 4th ball in a row it's gone to her.
Creating plenty of chances here, the New South Wales team. They just need to try and execute a fraction better.
no ball. No ball for height. Yeah, fair enough. She's had to stand a little bit up and still played the ball in front of her face. So it's unusual to see spinners get called for no balls, but for getting that much bounce, fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's the right call.
These extras keeping them in the game here. Oh, he's called that a no ball. I don't know about that one. That one, to me, is nowhere near being a no ball. So that might be a little harsh. And another one, plus the extra as well. This is turning into a big over for WA. And they move into the 80s. One ball remains for Boyd. Grab two despite the presence of two fielders in that region, and a 15-run 11th over. It's game on here, folks. It is well and truly game on.
Certainly is. If I'm in the Western Australian camp at the moment, it's this last over. You cannot lose a wicket. They've now got themselves in a position where they need less than 40 to win, which the two batters coming in can certainly do. This is all about momentum. If you lose a wicket here and they need more than 40, it's really going to put them in a tough position. So they've done the hard work. They're 30 off 3 overs. They can just tough this over out, get behind a good ball and get through the over. Absolutely game on.
Here's Bella Stevens, the New South Wales captain. And one of the other things that's just crept in now is a little bit of untidiness for the New South Wales fielders. Everything that used to be going to hand isn't, and the stuff that used to hit the stumps isn't. Stevens continues. And there's another example there. Another two. You were making the point earlier that the pair coming in is box office and capable of 40. Just watch his delivery. Backward of square for a single. But how about this pair? The coach, captain, have backed them to come in and get the 30 plus. They need to stay in the game. And look what they're producing here. Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said at the start of the innings, they've got 8 fantastic batters. And they've showed exactly that. As I said, I would have gone the opposite way to this.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the WA camp and I haven't been there all week. So they know what was right for them, and it's absolutely paid off at this stage.
There's a chance for Richards. The throw to the top was high. She had to do it. The fielder's in the way. Fielder and bowler standing right between Eddie and the stumps. That's just poor awareness. One to come now. And a 2-run final ball. The premiership quarter batting pair has put on 40 runs, and they're very happy with that. And rightly so. They've given the final partnership of Western Australia a red-hot chance at winning this national final. They'll need 29 runs to do it off the final 4 overs. And the two batters of the calibre of Upton and Healy at the crease. This is going to be a box office finish, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can stay with us for the conclusion of the Under-16 Girls National title. Don't forget, coming up next, in around about 45 minutes' time, it's the Under-16 Boys final. That'll be followed by the Under-18 Girls at 3:30 and the Under-18 Boys at 5:30. Again, all those times, Eastern times. Those 3 finals will feature Queensland and Western Australia. So stay with us throughout the afternoon as we bring you those grand finals. And right now, the final 4 overs of this, the Under-16 Girls Grand Final. It's Upton and Healy at the crease for Western Australia. Amelia Dan has the ball. WA need 29 runs. Fasten your seatbelts. 2 runs to Upton to start. Keep it off the net. Be a single. Healy's away as well. Straight back down the pitch and nobody picked it up. 3 fielders converge on the ball and just watch it roll past them. That's not the desperation I think New South Wales need. They're probably going to need to take at least 2 wickets to win this game. Short and wide and put away for 2. Past the fielder, finds the net again. 2 runs is a great start for WA. Still 1 ball to come in the 13th over.
As I said at the start of this innings, I think Western Australia, I said they could always chase this down, but they always felt like they were on the back foot chasing this huge total set by New South Wales. But I think now they're in the box seat.
Absolutely. New South Wales, though, just need 1 big over. Someone to produce 1 or 2 opportunities that they can convert. They've got to find it early. All too often we're seeing teams leave their best until the end. If I'm coaching this New South Wales side, I'm attacking right now.
Yeah, completely
best
agree.
Bowler, next best bowler, next best bowler to try and win the game.
Definitely, and I think if you walked into the centre right now and saw they need 20 off 3 overs, you'd probably think New South Wales are in the box seat. But knowing what these 2 batters have done all week, this is absolutely game on.
Here's Kayla Robson. Just be a single. Oh, it's overpitched. Doesn't pay the price. It just goes for 2. Can move within 17 runs of victory now, Western Australia. Oh, surely that's a no ball, yeah. It is called one in the end, plus a single. It's a 3-run delivery for WA. 14 runs away now. 15 balls remain. Oodles of time. Another 2. This is getting away from New South Wales now.
Loving the New South Wales camp at the moment. I'm just saying to stay calm. They're still 12 runs away. All it takes is 1 wicket, ball to hand, them to play miss at 1. We just got to keep building dots and just try and create that wicket. I think still looking up at the scoreboard and knowing you're behind still makes it difficult to bat, especially in a grand final.
That should be a no ball too. It's not. It's just a single. 11 runs off the over. 9 runs away. It's got to be now for New South Wales. WA can do this with ease from here. Even if they eat a couple of 3rd ball scenarios, they've got plenty of time to accumulate these 9 runs and even send a couple into the backcourt if they had to. See a long chat in the middle of the court there for New South Wales. It's going to be Augustine bowling the penultimate over.
She'll look to target the stumps here.
Finds the net again, another 2 runs.
This is very smart batting. I think if you walked into the centre not knowing what sort of game this was, you wouldn't think it was a grand final with the way these 2 are batting. Very calm, waiting for that ball, hitting it nicely and good calling. Something I think to highlight as well, the Western Australian team, every single batter has done their job here. And that's what happens when you try and chase down a big total, is you may only hit 10 off your own bat. But if you're just getting the person on strike at the other end who's hitting 30 or calling like that and doing things that are just continually moving forward, I think every single batter has done their job here.
5 runs away with 9 balls remaining. New South Wales in search of a wicket. It's a leg side instead. We move just 3 runs away now with 8 balls to come. And finds the net again. Scores are level and still 7 balls remain. It looks like WA can start the last over in front. They score off this delivery. It's up, full safe. WA go ahead with a chance. And now New South Wales will have to find probably 2 wickets, you would think, in the last over of the final. I can't remember if I said WA New South Wales there, but I mean New South Wales. They need 2 wickets, you would think, in this final over. And it's going to be the vice captain, Madison Eddy. Can she produce a miracle here for their side? They are behind now in the final. You would think the way these two have been batting, WA can ice the game here. Here it is, the final 6 balls of the under-16 girls tournament. Straight back down, it should be out! It's not, she's quick! She made it, it's a single. Oh, I can't believe they ran. Talk about playing with fire. The move now 3 runs in front. Another chance. It's out! The wicket falls in New South Wales. They go back in front with 4 balls remaining. What a roller coaster. Just a little bit of indecision. Healy comes out of her crease. And the front court makes no mistake. She was standing there saying no. Just a brain fade, it has to be said, in the late stages of the game. And they keep the dream alive for the Blues. Still, box seat WA. They've 4 balls left to score 3 runs. Oh, dot ball. Whoa! How good's this finish, folks? 3 balls remain now. 3 runs required for Western Australia. Oh, finds the net. It'll be 2, I think. Yes, and 2 to come with scores are level. Well. What can Madison Eddy produce here? Now it's 2 and WA that go ahead with the ball remaining and bizarrely looking to steal another run. They can block out the last ball of the match now and take this national title in the under-16 girls division. Eddie has to make the play. They've got to get it on the stumps. That front court's got to be right in there in that exclusion zone. Hope one pops. Maybe it hits that spot and dies. Here it is. And there it is. Western Australia have won the under-16 girls national title on the final ball. It's heartbreak for New South Wales. They've hung in there. They got it to the last ball, but this WA batting side just too classy with the bat, Alex.
What a game. That is what it's all about. It's great to see a really close game in the Under-16 Girls Grand Final. Amazing batting from New South Wales, starting off, putting 121 on the board. You can never count out this Western Australian batting team, and what a run chase. Unbelievable.
Yeah, an incredible chase, and set up by that final pair, the third pair in particular, who, they just batted the house down to keep them in the game. And, you can't say that there's much wrong with that. And, folks, you can stay on the stream. We'll wrap up a commentary here, but we will be presenting the Shield and the Player of the Final award shortly. And do stay with us. Coming up next, it's the 16 Boys Grand Final between Queensland and Western Australia. But until then, For Sportscast Australia and Cricket Australia, and of course Alex Floros, I'm Cameron Walter. Thanks for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, what a final, what a run chase. Please put your hands together for both of our grand finalists, Western Australia and New South Wales. And what a close finish it was. They couldn't quite get across the line today, but they are a marvellous side, a fantastic tournament and a wonderful grand final. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 runners-up, New South Wales. I'm very pleased, ladies and gentlemen, now to announce the player of the grand final. From Western Australia, Abby Millis. It's wonderful to have the Australian men's player Matt Floros here to present them with their medals. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your 2023 Under-16 Girls Champions, Western Australia. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we present them with their shield, here are your winners and the new Under-16 National Champions, Western Australia.